Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You have the right to remain well entertained. What do people learn too late? Learning when to say no. Learning how to apologize when it's your fault, and how to not apologize when it's not your fault. Learning when to say no. This can be quite hard for non-confrontational people and/or people who prefer to avoid conflict in order to please people. Any tips for making saying no a more comfortable process? How to manage their finances. Lesson number 1, $1,000 is not a lot to have, but it's a lot to owe. Lesson number 2, it's much easier to blow $100 than it is to make $100. Lesson number 3, 3 children is not better than 3 money. What not to share on the internet. I am so grateful that my party years of 13 to 23 occurred in a pre-camera phone era. Amen to that. My MySpace pics are embarrassing enough. I'm glad I don't come across cringe-worthy pics of myself in skinny scarves and leg warmers, lol. I lived in Oz, why on earth did I wear those things in 120-degree heat? Not to mention my emo phase shutter, those can stay in the family photo albums. That you might be wrong sometimes. Some never learn. I've discovered that my nature is to never accept that I'm wrong. I will give excuses, argue, but not accept. I've made it a resolution this year to just accept it when I'm wrong. In Western cultures, if you admit that you're wrong when you actually are, and ask how you can do better next time and then do it, people will be a lot more impressed than if you're the guy who is never wrong. The value of a good/unconditional friend. Had the same best friend since I was 2. Don't know where I'd be without her. Me too. We're nearly 30. She's more like a sister at this point, we're really close and speak most days. Our kids are the same age as well. She's always got my back. She's kind, honest and loyal and not afraid to tell me when I'm freaking up. I couldn't be without her. How dangerous driving a car can be. This is very, very true. I survived 2 car accidents without any scratch, in 3 months. Drive safe and remember, just because you have priority way, it doesn't mean that they will give it to you. Pay attention. Sometimes letting go of your priority is the way to avoid an accident. Interest rates, credit cards, credit score, money saving techniques, 401k. In other words, anything that keeps you from being trapped by poor money management. I straight up had to go out of my way to take a personal finance class to learn half of this poop, and that was like 2 months ago and I already forgot most of it. I recommend the book I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi if you need a refresher. I've been working through it myself and it's pretty useful so far. How to communicate. I whipped out PP, is this how to obtain GF? If the cops aren't there by now, possibly. If she laughs, you're okay. That happiness usually comes from a diverse range of interests, hobbies, and commitments. You are not your job. Your romantic partner cannot be your everything, etc. It's so easy to get sucked into a life where your career is everything, or where you wrap your entire identity around your partner. There is nothing wrong with celebrating your loved ones and being close. And there is nothing wrong with caring about your job, you just need more to thrive. I see this so often in relationships. 2 people meet and fall in love. They each inspire one another based on their interests and achievements, it's part of what makes them fall in love. But slowly, over time, they let those hobbies go. Stress gets in the way. Bills pile up. And then one day they find themselves wondering why they ever loved this person in the first place. Instead of being sexy and interesting, they're just part of a routine. Or commitment to give you everything you need. Social media can consume your life. It's not all real, and not everyone posting pictures is having a great time, and not every "I love you so much we should catch up" is genuine. Alright, I had no idea this would blow up. But I have to add some stuff to clarify. I wrote this because of the impact social media has had on my family. My mom will all the time look at the pictures of her friends and complain and even cry about her own life. It isn't just her, because I know for a fact that everyone in our community thinks the same way. They live to take pictures and show off on Facebook. Someone else I know is wasting money on expensive items when they don't have enough of it, strictly to make a woman jealous on social media. For some people saying that it's not wrong to comment, you are right. There's nothing wrong with positivity under the pictures of girls. It's not okay when it's entirely fake, and if you don't know that someone can comment something nice and still hate your guts, you've got to be new on earth. I have had so many rage-inducing people around me who are obsessed with social media and are letting it ruin their lives that I can't stand it. Except Reddit. Don't worry if you aren't living an exciting or extravagant life. It's okay to live simply and quietly. It doesn't mean that you're wasting your life. My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. My house is in the northeast section of Morio, where all the villas are, and I am not married. I work as an employee for the Keimu department stores, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't smoke, but I occasionally drink. I'm in bed by 11 p.m., and make sure I get 8 hours of sleep, no matter what. After having a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problem sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told there were no issues at my last checkup. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who wishes to live a very quiet life. I take care not to trouble myself with any enemies, like winning and losing, that would cause me to lose sleep at night. That is how I deal with society, and I know that is what brings me happiness. Although, if I were to fight, I wouldn't lose to anyone. That they are terrible at parenting. Too late and won't admit it. Your username is weirdly relevant. The value of walking away from someone toxic in your life, even if it is your parents and family. If you are thinking of it and are scared and have somewhere where you can land in a safe place, then do it. It hurts like hell for a long while, but it gets better, and one day you realize how peaceful your life is and you find you only miss the family you wish you had had. Yes. Also, find a support net, but for your own sanity, just avoid the topic with people who are curious. Not many people understand and will try to talk you into making up with your family. It's so hard in the beginning, but it gets much easier. You find your own people, create your own families, and your own peace. Don't ever think it's okay to talk to yourself in a manner you wouldn't let another human being talk to you. The biggest abuser I ever had in my life was my constant companion, the thoughts in my head. We often take care to choose our words when correcting a child or friend. But if anyone had talked to me the way I talked to me for 30 straight effing years, I would have murdered them. And probably got away with it too. Be nice to yourself, you're the only you have. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.